everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we've got another task one, that's general task one question. So let's have a look and then let's write a letter. You recently stayed in a hotel and left an item in the room. Write a letter to the manager of your hotel. In this letter, describe the item that you left in the room, explain where you think the item might be, suggest how the manager can return the item to you. So the very first thing you want to figure out is this formal, is this informal? And this is pretty easy. This is obviously formal. Now, you may not know the manager by name, so you can just start with dear sir or madam. So we've solved that. We've got that sorted. So let's go and type that. So dear sir or madam, because I don't know this person by name. Maybe you do. In that case, you can just write down dear Mr. Smith or whatever. But definitely not like, hey, dear Adam, because obviously we are not on first name basis with strangers, essentially, right? And then the first thing you do is, now in this case, it's not overly formal. I would dare say it's kind of semi-formal. So you can start, it's just an option. You can start by saying, I am writing this letter to you. And then what's your point? Get straight to the point. Because you left something, right? So I'm writing this letter to you because I left. Well, what kind of item did you leave? Was it your laptop, your phone, your bag? Maybe something else? Could be literally anything. Doesn't matter. It could be a pair of shoes. It could be anything. So I'm writing a letter to you because I left my tablet the last time in my hotel room when I stayed at Marriott on the whatever, write down some date, right? Something like that. I'm writing this letter to you because I left my tablet in my hotel room when I stayed at the Marriott on the 5th of December 2023. Describe the item. Now you get straight to the point, right? Don't talk about, oh, I paid with my credit card and I stayed for 3 nights. No, that's useless information, waste of time. So describe the item. You could say it's a rose gold Apple iPad with a you can say, for example, what else? I mean, tablets are very undistinct. I should have chosen something else. Okay, it's a rose gold Apple iPad with a yeah, you can say with a cover. What kind of cover? With a protective cover. What kind of cover? Does it have a color? Is it maybe you could describe the item, suggest how. Oh, you know what? When you press the unlock button, my contact details along with my name are clearly visible. Right? There we go. My contact details, comma, along with my name. Wait, okay, so it's a rose gold Apple iPad. Let's say, you can say 11-inch, something like that, with a clear protective cover. When you press the unlock button, my contact details are clearly visible. So that's how I can prove that this really is mine. When you find it, you'll realize. So that's it. There we go. We've described the item. Next thing, explain where you think the item might be. I last placed my tablet on my bedside drawer, bedside desk, bedside table, to charge it. Yeah. So, I think that is where you might find it. I last placed my tablet on my bedside table to charge it overnight. Something like that. I think that is where you might find it. But it may be on the bed. Or, well, I last placed it, so I think that's where you might find it, unless the housekeeping staff came across it and sent it to Lost and Found, right? And sent it to Lost and Found. Lost and Found is like a room or a place where, yeah, lost items, as the name suggests, are sent. So I last placed my tablet on a bedside table, or you can say on my left bedside table, left bedside table to charge it overnight. So I think that's where you might find it still connected to the charger. Unless the housekeeping staff came across it after I checked out, right? Because that's what they do. And sent it to Lost and Found. There we go. Now let's look at the word count. This has to be 50 or close to 50. So that's 47. That's good enough. I last placed my tablet on my left bedside table to charge it. So I think that's where you might find it. Still connected to the charger. Unless the housekeeping staff came across it after I checked out, and sent it to Lost and Found. In case you have such an area. Department. I'm sure they do, but yeah. There we go. That's it. Explain, suggest. So you need to use modal verb. Suggest how the manager can return the item to you. So, I would greatly appreciate it if you could FedEx. FedEx is a bit casual. Let's say if you could courier the tablet to me, since I am now back in my hometown and would not be able to travel to until next month. You could also send it to my office at 25 Devon Street instead, and they will send it over to me. Right? I greatly appreciate it if you could courier the tablet to me. Of course, I am ready to bear any charges you incur in doing so. There you go. So I'll pay for whatever. Please do this or this. It's always good to give them options like that. You can courier to my address, or you can just courier to my office. You could also instead, I really appreciate it if you could courier the tablet to my residential address, since I'm now back in my hometown and I would not be able to travel to the hotel until next month. Or you don't even need all this, honestly. You don't need that. You could, alternatively, you could send it to my office, and to my office if I don't street instead, and they will send it over to me. Of course, I'm ready to bear any charges you incur in doing so. That's perfect. Perfect. There you go. That's it. And now you were requesting someone for help, so I look forward. You can say, for example, I look forward to it. It's not really a problem caused by them. So you wouldn't really say I look forward to a timely resolution of my concerns, right? Because that is something you can use if you do have an actual problem. But here, you do have a problem, but it's not caused by the hotel. So in that case, we don't say that. Instead, what you do is I look forward to a positive consideration of my request. So I look forward to a positive consideration of because you're requesting their assistance or their help. And then yours, I don't know this person's name, so yours faithfully, Edna Jones. There we go. Any first name, last name, doesn't matter what kind of name you use. So that's our whole thing. Let's have a look at the word count. This is a total of 188. So I'm just gonna scroll right here so you can see you can see all paragraphs, in fact. So you can pause the screen, you can have a look. And wow, that took us less than 10 minutes. Okay, right, so here's all 3 paragraphs. You can see they're roughly the same in size. Roughly, not exactly. If my paragraphs were like 3 lines and then 10 lines and then 6 lines, that would look very odd. It's always nice optically, visually, if it's all roughly the same. Okay, and then you have the ending, of course, and that's the whole thing. So that's that. If you liked the video, don't forget to click on the like button, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I'm sure you'll enjoy all the videos we have, which, by the way, we have lots of old videos, so you can check them out in case you're preparing. And you know someone else who's preparing, you can also share these videos with them. I really appreciate all of your comments and all of your likes and all of your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.